Hello students, on this video I am going to explain the chapter number 8, that is controlling. Okay, so here I am going to explain you regarding the meaning and definition of controlling, importance and limitations of controlling. Let us understand what you mean by controlling. Controlling means ensuring that activity in an organization are performed as per the plans. So, in general meaning, controlling means you have to control the organization plans according to the standards set in the initial stage of your management. Let us understand the definition of controlling. The definition was given by Coons and O'Donnell. Managerial control implies the measurement of accomplishment against the standards. So here managerial control in the sense you have to measure the task or activity against the standard which you already set at the stage of planning, and the corrective of deviations to assure the attainment of objectives according to plans. Corrective deviations in the sense you have to identify the activity which is not going as per the planned or as per the standard. So you have to identify and take a corrective deviations in the sense you have to take a different steps or modification of that particular plans according to the your standards. Next, that is importance of controlling. Let us understand what are the importance of controlling which will be helpful for the organization to achieve their organizational goal or objectives of the organization. The statement that is a good control system helps an organization in many ways. Justify this statement with any 4 points. So this statement will describe you to explain about how importance controlling in the organization. So for that reason, what you have to do, the question will be not asked directly, explain the importance of controlling. So here the question will be like applied. So here you have to explain according to the statement, a good control system helps an organization in many ways. First point, accomplishing organizational goals. Let us understand how the controlling will help the organization to accomplish the goal. The controlling function measures the progress towards the organizational goals and brings to light the deviation, and corrective actions guides the organization and keep it on the right track so that organizational goals might be achieved. So first point regarding accomplishment of organization goals will says you that the controlling functions measures the progress towards the organizational goal. So it will help you to take a corrective actions or deviations to achieve the organizational goals. And next comes that is a controlling will guides the organization and keep it on the right track. So if the organization's goals are not achieving on a prescribed time or planned period, so that time the controlling will be very useful, or it is very important to bring that particular task into the right track, so that can be helpful to the organization to achieve the goal. Second point, judging accuracy of standards. So, controlling systems enables the management to verify. So, what kind of the things will be verified here? So, Here, whatever the actual plans you had been performed, that plans has to be compared with the standards which you set in the planning function. So if the standards and the your actual performance is matching, then there is no modification or deviation you have to take. An efficient control systems keeps a careful check on the change taking place in the organization. So immediately these controlling will help the organization in an efficient control system, keeps a careful check over the changes taking place in the organization. Any changes can be taken or any modification can be taken in the organization to achieve the organization's goal. The controlling very useful for a verification and change the particular task or particular job to achieve the organization's goals within a period or within a time. Third point, that is making efficient use of resources. By exercising control, a manager seeks to reduce the wastage and the spoilage of resources. Second point, each activities are performed with predetermined standards and norms. So first point will explain you regarding, let us know what is this efficient. Efficient, with a minimum cost you have to achieve the particular objective or goal of the organization. So controlling will be very useful for the manager to reduce the wasteful activities and the spoilage of resources regarding overlapping of the same work or duplication of the same work by using a resources. And next point will explain says you that the controlling will be useful for each activities are performed with predetermined standards and norms. So the you can achieve the particular task within a less cost with a less cost, because the each and every activities what is required to perform that particular job is predetermined, and the standards and the norms are already known to the manager. So immediately that will be very useful for the manager to making the efficient use of the resources in the organizations without overlapping or spoiling of the resources. Fourth point, that is improving employees motivation. A good control systems ensures that employees know well in advance what they are expected to do and what are the standards of performance on the basis of which they will be appraised. So here this point will says you that which is already known that how the manager is going to evaluate the performance of the employees. Immediately controlling will be very useful for the organization to improve the employees motivation level. So immediately the employees will be having a predetermined sense that the manager is going to evaluate our actual performance by these standards. So immediately the employees can get motivation by correcting their activities. And also it will be very useful for the employees to take a corrective decisions before starting that particular job, to whether they are able to do or not will be known initially itself. Next point, that is limitations of controlling. Let us understand what are the limitations of controlling. First point, that is difficult in setting a quantitative standards. So this makes the measurement of performance and their comparison with standards a difficult task, where you cannot make a or you cannot set the standard for employees morale in a numerical way, and job satisfaction level of the employees you cannot measure with the quantitatively by keeping a numbers. Okay, and a human behavior are such area where this is problem might arises. So these are the some circumstances where you cannot set the standards, that is quantitative standards which can you measure in terms of the numbers. Second point, that is little control on external factors. So here you cannot say that the controlling will be having a limitations of there is no control over a external factors which will be affecting for the business. Okay, so for that reason a little control on external factors you can control, but it is very low. Okay, generally an enterprise cannot control the external factors such as the government policies, technological changes, competition, etc. See, if you already planned what you have to do in a particular year to achieve your standards, immediately the government policy or any technological change has been taken into consider in your business environment, immediately that will be effect for your control system. So for that reason it is not, it is totally having a limitations. You cannot have a control over the external factors. To some extent you can control, but you cannot control fully. Third point, that is resistance from employees. Please understand students here, resistance in the sense opposing from these employees. Control is often resisted by employees. They see it as a restrictions on their freedom. For instance, employees might object when they are kept under a strict, which will be helps of closed circuits televisions. So this point will says you that when the employees are kept under the CCTV camera for observation of their activity, immediately that will affect on their freedom. So for that reason they will go with the opposing of the control systems in the organization, because it will take out the freedom of the employees. The employees cannot be having a free mindset, and they will be having some restrictions regarding this, that the manager or the top level management is observing with the CCTV cameras. So immediately their perceptions towards the organizations will be changed. So for that reason they will resist or oppose for the control systems in the organization. Fourth point, that is costly affair. Control is a costly affair as it involves a lot of expenditure, time and efforts. So as the first points will explain you regarding the costly affairs, it involves a lot of expenditures, time and efforts. So if you taken the decision that you are going to adopt the CCTVs in every corner of your organization, immediately the expenditure of that decision will be increase your cost. And also you must be having a regular can say regular touch with these equipments whatever you are using to control the organization. And also it requires some efforts, that is I said already, you should have the follow up actions in further days also. A small enterprise cannot afford to install an expensive control system. It cannot justify the expenses involved. So the organizations who are the in a large scale businesses, who having a large scale business and the medium scale businesses, they can adopt these kinds of the control systems in their organization. But this is not useful for those who are newly established their business and who comes under the small enterprise. It is very difficult for them to adopt these control systems. Okay, so this completes your importance and limitations of controlling. In next video I am going to explain the relationship between the planning and controlling. Okay, so if you have any doubts regarding these two topics which I covered on this video, you can reach me by WhatsApp. Thank you.